guys, so here I am throwing a suspending jerkbait. Earlier in the morning, fish are spread out. Kind of a varied cadence.
No, but I'm on the board, bro.
So there was some activity in the back of this pocket right here, and I was just kind of firing out there and hoping to pick one off. Kind of just reeled it initially, and then just it was on there.
I just think that they're moving.
The silhouette of that jerkbait being chartreuse is just...
No, it's just like, it's really not imitating anything other than like kind of a mix of both a shad or potentially a flash of a bluegill. It's really just about the color more than like the pattern. It's in my opinion, it just matches the watercolor.
Yeah.
It's not really anything. It's just the color looks right.
Again, commenting on the color, the chartreuse shows up well in the morning, low light conditions. Here I found a patch of reeds that was kind of more sparse and spread out. Seemed like a spawning area as opposed to just a wall of reeds. Had a little bit of variation.
Yeah, biatch. This area, like I told you, this corner is different.
Yeah.
You see how dark that bass is? That means he's been there for a long time. But like I wouldn't move the trolling motor, just stay where you're at and just make a lot of flips in there. There's a lot of fish in there. Yeah. But that's how dark he is. That fish has been in there. He's been in there for a while.
I think it was really key that we dissected the spot and we're just really technical with our presentation. Just a huge clump of grass there. Beautiful, healthy fish. My buddy's throwing, I think, a jerkbait here, yep, in a bluegill color. I'm throwing a swim bait.
There it is. Nice, little fish. Nice. Well, why don't I get stinkers on big shit and you're getting big shit on dinky baits?
Pretty cool to see him doing something different and getting bit. Here I came across some beds where they were spawning, and this one showed particular interest in my bait, and I really just try to create distance with the boat, make sure I was subtle, and
He does, so that's kind of part of the problem, but yeah, if you can get in there with that, and I'm not going to spend time with it. No, you're good. The problem is where he sees it.
waiting to see what I need to see. I almost fell off the boat there. Getting a little too excited.
You got it on video. What I would say, yeah, I would say we need to look at that next cove and see if we see any tens.
See if we see any tens in the next cove. Here we're kind of just fishing out in front of the cove. Some sparse grass.
Good one?
Back to doing some pitching and flipping here. It's just awesome to see these big fish jump like this. You know, close quarters. Pretty awesome, awesome. Good job, Aaron.
Can't go letting you catch all of them. Not on my boat, you can. You want to let your phone? Sure, man.
Of course, I'm listening to Deep House, like we're in a nightclub, but that's all right.
Tell you. Looking sexy. Love it, bro. You did solid. That's all you. Bring it back up there.
Just saw a bass. He was floating. Guarding a nest, I think, but it was almost like the bed was on top of the reeds.
Oh, I see.
Not related to the bottom at all. Threw this bluegill bait in there, twitching it.
Okay.
He comes up to it, almost attacks it.
See him? You see him, right?
Yeah, I do.
Throw it back out there again, bluegill topwater. Understands that it's fake. Gotta have a different approach. I throw the tiny craw in there. It's below him.
What about the, Wacky rig?
The Wacky rig, no weight, floating. This fish is descending.
That's a good one.
Emptying his air bladder, just sinking down to chase the bait. Boom.
Net, bro. Ready? Right now.
Bro, that's a 5.
Bro.
That's a 6. What'd you get him with? Wacky bridge? Give me that wacky bag. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I love my life right now. Ah! Ah!
That's what it's about.
Look at that thing. Bro. Yummy on.
Bro.
Yummy on pump.
Bro.
Bro.
That's it.
Hannah?
That's it.
I'm turning pro. Ah!
Yeah, I'll get it.
Beautiful. Just what a great opportunity.
Good job focusing on it, man. I'm glad that wacky worm worked.
Here, just back to conventional flipping. Really, it's pitching, but letting it kind of drape over the side of the reeds and kind of just slide in. Boom. Missed it. Just dialing into these points was so key. The mini points. Boom.
No, it's not crazy.
Net.
A little bit bigger than I thought, but
Telling you, bro. I'm telling you, the way that I'm flipping it in there,
again,
essential, bro. It's essential.
just referring to the way that I'm kind of just
Bro, it's
pitching
honestly,
it in there.
man, it's the level of flipping.
Real subtle.
Ah! Is that they catch it
With
on
that
the
high
ground.
pressure, the subtlety is absolutely essential. That's a differentiator.
got like 12 or something, right?
Had a pretty good day. A lot of numbers. Couple decent bites.
Good one?
Now that the client dude, look how bright his fucking gills are, bro.
Commenting on how bright the gills were.
Hey guys, Clay Westfall here, and we're just going to look at some of the baits that were effective today for us on our trip. We're out here at Lake Decker, and it's mid-March, and water temp is roughly 65 degrees. I think that they're full-blown spawn mode. I'm sure that there's some that are pre- and post-spawn. But just want to talk real briefly about some of the baits we threw and what was effective for me today. The first thing I started out with, when it was low light and the fish were kind of spread out, was this jerk bait right here. It's a Rapala, it's a Shadow Rap 09, and it's a slow rising bait. I like it because it stayed in the strike zone a lot longer than a conventional jerk bait, and I was able to work it down to depth, twitch it, and keep it in front of the face of the bass, right in the strike zone. And then as far as the color, I went with just a chartreuse hue. It's just the silhouette essentially of the bait as a chartreuse hue. I just feel like they found it a lot easier in low light this morning, and so it was really effective. And again, that was the Shadow Wrap. So love this bait, especially for the watercolor. The other bait that I had success on today was this, what I call the tiny craw. It's actually the Incredible Craw from Bass Pro Shops, and I had it on a very, very small weight. I think this is like maybe an eighth or somewhere circa 1/8 ounce. On a small hook. One of the improvements I made on this bait in particular, as far as the hook, since I'm throwing this on 20-pound line in heavy cover, I want to have a little bit thicker wire diameter so that I can horse these fish out and not risk bending a hook out on a trophy. And so I just go with it's a number 2 hook, but it's a super line hook. And I believe that having that extra hook diameter really gives me an edge on these fish. And again, this is an ultra natural, it's like a watermelon pepper color, and I just primarily focused on throwing it on the little points of the grass, but also one expert key is that even with the slow fall rate of a light sinker like this, it spooks these heavily pressured fish. So what I do to make a small adjustment is I flip and let it lay over the side of the grass and kind of drift in very silently. And I think that slight difference in presentation makes a huge improvement for my catches. So appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully you got some great value from that. We'll see you out in the lake.